Welcome back to the Loser Island Show. I'm your host, Simon Quay, and I have a very special guest, Lansing legend
G. Samuel, Kutthroat Samuel, CEO Samuel.
Shout out to Samo. Thank you so much for coming out, man. Really appreciate it, man. And for you guys that aren't from the Lansing area, I'm really hyped for this one because I've been dying. I've been waiting to get you on. I wanted to grow my channel first, like real shit, before I get you on, because like I respect so much what you do. Like, let's get into that. Like, what do you do?
I run the clothing brand, you feel me, Kutthroat Clothing, but I try to make sure people know it's more than a clothing brand, it's a way of life. And
it's a way of life? Okay.
Everything like that.
So how did you get into the clothing industry?
I've always liked art, you feel me, I always been into drawing and painting.
Okay.
And eventually I started painting on shoes and doing customs for people, then that led into clothes.
I see. Okay, so it's always been in there, right?
Yeah.
So I was going to say, like, when did you start making, like, designing clothes?
Straight out of high school, 2018 when I graduated. That's like same summer. We graduated like June, July. I made my first shirt, my first sale and everything, and never looked back after that.
So what was your first sale?
Dang. I'm pretty sure it was to my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing deals for I was selling for real cheap. I was trying to spread the word. Really. I was doing shirts like 2 for $20.
Hell yeah, that was a great deal.
The first post I posted, he's like, I need one. Pulled up on me right away. Sold it to him.
Shout out to him, man. Yeah, so he saw the vision early on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's talk about your business, Kutthroat. So when did you start that business?
That's around that same time, 2018. But I've been kind of on and off. I feel like last year or this past year is the first year that I was like consistent. Yeah. Because I would drop and then like go ghost for like a couple months and then drop again and go ghost again.
Okay. So let's go back to 2018 though. So, how does that process of making that brand work? Or you were just like, what is Kutthroat? How does that even come to your head,
Really? I ain't gonna lie. It was just a way of life. I just wanted to find out a way how to like bundle everything into one thing. So it's kind of like, I don't know, for a good example, kind of like this right here, this kind of explains what Kutthroat is.
Right.
And the definition of Kutthroat is of a person using ruthless methods in a competitive situation to achieve their goal. You know what I mean? So it's just like whatever you got your eyes on, you just keep working on it every single day.
Hell yeah. And so it's like you got to be ruthless and, almost like aggressive to get your goals and shit. Like you can't say no.
Yeah, gotta go get it.
Gotta go get it. And is that been your mentality since out of high school?
Oh, it's been like that since a kid. I've always been playing sports, so it's like being competitive. Whenever it's like an obstacle in front of me, it's just like, all right, bet.
Okay. So you've been competitive as a kid, so that really makes sense why you're an entrepreneur, because it's like that's literally like a competitive business, very, very results driven. So in 2018, you come up with the brand, and like, did it originally look like this, or is it like evolved over the years? Yeah, it
kind of changed. The first look was actually that logo right there with the mask on it. Because when I was doing shoes, the first ever shoe I did was when I was 17. It was a pair of all white Vans, and I just painted on it and drew on it and everything, and I put a hockey mask on it.
Yeah.
Then after that, the next person's like, "Yo, can you do my shoes too?"
Right.
Then they were like, "I want the hockey mask on it." Then my brother bought me a pair of Air Forces. Like, "Can you do my shoes too?" I want the hockey mask though. And then other people started asking, but then
hockey mask.
You feel me? But then people was like, "Man, no, that's gang shit." Like, you feel me? We gonna keep it for us. So then after that, when I was doing the shoes, I saw a lot of brands like shoe custom pages on Instagram. They'll be like so-and-so customs or so-and-so kicks. So I was like, man, I need me a logo. So I came up with the logo first, which is what was that. Yeah. Then the name came after that.
Okay, hell yeah. So you started selling some clothes. People are buying. People are hyped. When did you know that it could turn into a successful business for you?
I didn't really see it. I still don't really see it. But I feel like the first moment they had me kind of like, damn. When I did my first pop-up shop, it was on the south side, right in front of Quickies and stuff. And then
how much inventory did you have, and then what was your final profit?
I kind of started off kind of nervous. I was like, man, are they even gonna shop? Am I gonna do enough, or should I bring more or whatever? But I came out with a good amount. It was all t-shirts at the time.
Okay.
It was after the pandemic, so it was like that summertime, so everybody come back outside. So I'm like, man, let me just bring whatever out. But I feel like that shop doesn't realize it, because we were out there for maybe like 4 hours, but within those 4 hours I made $1,200.
Wow, yeah. And that must have was that your first like real big sale?
Yeah, that's when I knew, because I got to see the interaction in person, like, oh yeah, they rock with it.
Well, was there like one purchase that stood out to you for that one Your first pop-up shop, right?
Oh yeah. The very first purchase was, we were running late. We were like 40 minutes later, like an hour, so we were already tripping. We had a bad spot and everything. We ain't even had a good spot. But while we were unloading and stuff, a lady ran up to us like, yo, my kid sent me out here to grab this and that. Can I grab this? Before we even got to unload the box, she showed us the pictures like, this what he wanted and this and that. Pulled it right out. That let me know from the jump, like, oh, it's gonna be a good day.
Right, yeah. If a mom is like, who doesn't even probably know your stuff, is like, yo, my kid, that's influence right there for legit. Okay, so let's stay with the early stages of your business, because I think this is always good to talk about, and for other entrepreneurs to hear. Like, what are some of the struggles you had early on?
Really being consistent for real. I feel like that's the biggest struggle of anything. Whatever you do, like say if it's a good outcome from a certain drop, you just gotta keep following up with either you gotta do better or keep the same momentum going.
So when you're saying consistent, are you saying like making new clothes, or are you saying like always trying to sell the clothes?
Making new clothes for real.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know, with me, I don't really care about the money. It's like the creative part. I gotta keep that spark, going. I feel like that's where the vision's at. Because
you feel like the fans are going to know, like, if you're not putting effort into it, you know? And it's like, this man hasn't dropped any new clothes in the last 3 months. Like, what the fuck? Like, you always got to keep it fresh for the fans and for yourself, too.
Yeah.
So, like, have you ever been, like, mentally drained from doing this?
Not for real. Probably from other stuff other than clothes. But I feel like from the clothes, though, nah.
Yeah, so this is easier. It comes natural for you.
Clothes that keep me going. I feel like it's my safe spot. It's like, whenever I got a lot going on in life and stuff, whenever I'm focused on clothes, it's like nothing else matters.
Okay, I like that. So have you always been an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Since like you were a kid type shit?
Yeah, always trying to figure out things on my own and,
Yeah. So what, like, how did you come to that mindset? Like, cause like, were you just like, you just saw the world around you at a young age? You're like, I can't be doing this. Like, I got to create my own path. Yeah,
kind of like being a hustler. I just had to hustle. I had to get something, find my own way, really. And that's another thing about the Kutthroat whole, everything about it and stuff. It's just about making your own way. You feel me? If there's like no way of something being made, you just gotta find your own path and chase it.
Okay. Yeah. Did you draw any inspiration for the design outside of obviously like the Jason mask? Was there anything else that like you had inspiration from?
Yeah. So basically the whole logo, it's like, I'll break it down for you and stuff. So the hockey mask, that just came from everybody wanting it. And then after that, if you see the shades on there, those are Buffs, Cartier, so just Michigan culture, got to put it on there.
Right.
Then it has dollar signs over the fro. You feel me? Keep the money on your mind.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then the fro as well, too. You feel me? Because I wanted to look like some with the black culture. So keep that connected to it. So, yeah. And then also in the back, there's swords that's crossing each other and stuff. And then to be Kutthroat, it's like, you chasing your goals and everything. So it's just like every day is a battle. So you got to use your swords to fight your battle.
Hell yeah. And that's a very deep message. I like that. How long do you think, would you say, it came for you to come up with that message, or has it always been with you?
I ain't gonna lie, it took probably like a month for real. When I was thinking about the logo, everything just fell together piece by piece.
Okay. And this is your first clothing brand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're starting a clothing brand, like, who do you, like, because, like, we all learn from someone. So who did you learn from to start this? Because this is a very complex thing,
YouTube, Google.
Yeah, shout out YouTube.
YouTube and Google. Everything is self-taught. Like, to this day, all these clothes, I make it on my own. I don't have no manufacturer that does it, nothing.
So you, so no one from China, none of that shit.
None of that. It's me.
Yeah. So you, like, knit and all that shit?
Yeah. I learned how to sew and everything. Like, I want to be hands-on with everything.
So, did you learn that early in your life or later on?
I learned how to sew and stuff like that probably like 2 years ago. Okay. But like clothes in general, like t-shirts, hoodies, pants, all that. I learned that the first year though.
When did you start adding more than just t-shirts into your inventory?
I started the summer of 2018. So literally like a few months after that, the fall, everybody's like, bro, we not gonna be wearing shirts. It's cold. Like, we need hoodies. Right. We need sweats. So instantly, probably a few months right after that.
And then you also sell like non-clothing stuff too?
Nah, not yet. Not yet. Yeah. I want to get the clothes on lock first and then get to that.
What about shoes?
Shoes? I did do the customs and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of why I like ventured over to the clothes and stuff, because the shoes were doing good, but it got to a point, man, each shoe, if you do custom shoes and stuff, it takes a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Then after that, the business started booming, my room smelling like shoes and feet. And I was like, it's got to be something easier. So I was like, clothes.
Yeah.
Clothes.
But the shoe must have been like a little like an extra little bag there and there, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I bet you the shoe business is a little bit harder than like clothes because like you're competing with Jordan, Nike, all that shit. It's like, you know, unless you're doing customs, you ain't got a lane for yourself. But so the clothing brand though, so you started up your own clothing brand, and like did you fund most of it yourself? Or did you take out a bank from a loan? Did you take out a loan from the bank? Sorry.
No. Yeah, everything was on my own, really. You feel me? Everything came out of pocket. Like that first month to learn everything, man, I wasted so much money. You feel me? Just a lot of trial and error. To this day, I still go through a lot of trial and error. But you feel me? That's what it takes to get there, though.
Yeah,
you got to figure it out.
What are some of the mistakes you made early on in the process?
My biggest mistake, which I learned quick and I changed from that, was waiting. Time is everything. Waiting too long, thinking like, should I do this? Should I do that? Just go ahead and do it. You feel me? So,
I feel that, yeah, because like. I feel that too, because sometimes you want to be cautious because, like, you know, you don't want to rush things. But at the same time, if you take too long, people are going to forget, you know.
Can't wait for the perfect time. No such thing as a perfect time.
Exactly. You just got to go, and you're going to find out as soon as you do it, though, you know. And that's, you learn from the mistakes. Okay, so coming out of high school, did you feel like college was ever an option for you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I wanted to go to college, like I wish I could have went to college to see what the clothes would have done, but I feel like at the same time, if I didn't go, I mean, if I did go, I probably wouldn't even have time to do clothes or figure it out, really. So, you know, everything's for a reason. So when I found out I couldn't go at the time, I was mad, but I was like, me not going to college, I was like, all right, now I got to do something.
Right. It made you focus on, like, making money and shit. But why didn't you go into college? Was it just like hesitation, too much money, like, you know?
Nah, it was just too much going on at the time. I was like, I gotta get this figured out first, and this, and then this, and this, and this. Then I was like, man, I'll take a gap year. A gap year turned into 2 years. And I was like,
there's no point of going, But so if you were to go to college, would you go study business or like design? You know, which one interests you more?
Oh, business.
Okay.
Because I feel I already got the design going and stuff. Or I probably wouldn't even get a business degree because, like, if you know it, you know it. You feel me? Money talks, so it's like it'll get you in any room if you know what you're doing.
So you have your brand and all this stuff, and let's go back to that first pop-up shop. How did you promote it? How did you even sell out? Like, you know, what are some of the strategies you use to get that brand out there?
Really, man, since it was gonna be like my first real pop shop, a lot of people were anticipating and stuff. Some people even showed up, I think, like a few days before that. A person told me they showed up like the weekend before because they got the day. So they were waiting for a while. But I didn't even know that. I didn't know like people was rocking with the clothes that much till I seen it. But yeah, just posted it. And then after that, because it was a whole bunch of other brands too. So it was already a lot of foot traffic going on. So so it just helped it.
So originally it was word of mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now though, present 2023, how would you say is like the main ways of getting that brand out there?
You just gotta promote on all social media platforms. Be consistent with it. You feel me? Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Snap. Just put it out. Let everything fly. Don't hold on to no type of content. Just keep going.
Right. So you've been growing on Instagram, and like you just post like what do you post?
I just post whatever clothes, and then most people just repost and everything. And I'm gonna be honest, Instagram, any type of social media, that's probably my weakness right now. You feel me? I could do the clothes right, do everything good, but once it comes to social media, I just get lazy with it. I don't really
because it is a lot of work for like bullshit. To be honest,
Yeah.
Because the algorithm, it's either gonna favor you or it's not gonna show your shit. Even if like you have good quality shit, sometimes it's not gonna promote it for whatever reason, But how do you still stay motivated even like if you don't get the results on social media? And also, sorry, but like how important do you think social media is in today's game for marketing?
I feel like it's very important. Like that's what will really take your brand or whatever your business is to the next level and stuff. But I feel like since the only thing that kind of makes me move away from social media is, and which I don't really care for, is because like I don't know, a lot of people mess with my clothes in person and stuff. So it's like probably like a lot of foot traffic and the streets and everything like that, word of mouth. Like a lot of rappers really. You feel me? Like say I won't really care about posting social media content and stuff like that, but a certain rapper might wear my clothes and repost it. Then that brings more
more attention, clout, and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So hearing like word of mouth and like in real life validation versus online stuff is like more important to you.
Yeah. Which it shouldn't be. I want to switch it up and start understanding more on the other side, but
no, but I think it's good though that you have like that real life backing, you know, before you just jump to the social media shit. Because I was gonna ask you, like, would you rather have like, you know, like real life fans, but like let's say like okay, you have the amount of followers you have on social media now, and you make like, you know, let's say like 5,000 in real life, but then you make 2,000 online a month. Would you rather have that or have like 50,000 on Instagram and you make 10K a month through online, but you make like 2,000 in real life? Which one would you choose?
Damn, just because I got the in real life already going and stuff, honestly, what the online would be like.
Okay,
get more of an understanding of that.
See what that world is like and stuff. Because yeah, definitely in the world of social media, we're like, there's people who don't even have that in real life backing, but since they're so good at promoting their brand, they're making that much money, you know?
Yeah.
And it's definitely like a cheat code in my eyes, because they're not putting that work in or whatever. It's like you just copy and paste. But okay, where did you get all the knowledge from to start this business stuff? Because like, you know, obviously like you know how to make clothes and you know how to promote your stuff, but it's like you still have all the minuscule details like the LLC and like, you know, like all that stuff. So how did you learn all that stuff?
Yeah, basically the same way I learned how to do clothes. You just gotta do your own research.
Yeah,
I mean, whatever you want to learn how to do in this world, man, it's on the internet.
Right,
you can find out whatever.
So I should say then, what did you first start looking at then? For someone that's, you know, watching that maybe wants to start their own clothing brand.
Oh, like to get it all going.
Yeah, like the official business stuff, you know.
Oh, you gotta have your idea going. Like, what kind of brand do you want to? Do you want to do like high fashion? Do you want to do streetwear? Do you want to, you know? And then start looking at what type of material. And then after that, once you get a couple of samples done and everything like that, get you a couple sales, then you look into the like the LLC and the, you feel me, the legal part and stuff like that.
So if I were to someone to make my clothes, like to start a business like that, would I start making money first or start worrying about the legal side first?
See if you can make money first, because you don't want to get the legal stuff and you don't make no money like at all. You feel me? You got to know what you're working with, kind of.
Yeah. And how important would you say is like going to like pop-up shop events and stuff like that to promote?
Oh, very. You got to show your face. You feel me? A lot of people want to, you know, see you in person, talk to you, or they never even met you or don't know what your brand's about. Right. Introduce yourself, you know.
Yeah. So those are very important to start off your brand.
Sure.
Okay. So how many pop-up shops have you been to, and like have you been across the country?
Yeah. I don't even know how many numbers I've done so many and stuff, but only
where's the farthest I should say that you've been to?
Farthest was the last one I just went to a couple months ago in Atlanta.
Dang, yeah,
it was turned though. I loved it.
Hell yeah,
I loved it. Yeah.
So did they invite you or did they ask you to come on?
You got to reach out to them because it's such like it's called the Atlanta streetwear market. So it's like brands from all over the country. You feel me? So they all just go there. So it's like it's so big of a movement that you got to find them and then chase them down, kind of.
Hell yeah! So you were chasing them down?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like because I'm thinking like you got to have some type of following. They ain't gonna say they might not even open your fucking DM. Like you know,
there's way too much going on.
Yeah. So like how did you reach out through the DMs?
Yeah. Reached out. Then they, you feel me, communicate through the emails and team members, and then everything fell through.
Hell yeah. Okay. And how long have you been doing pop-up shops? Like how many years?
Man, I think my first one, 2020.
2020. So you've been doing it for 3 years consistently?
Yeah.
And okay, so would you say that is like the main money maker, or online is money maker?
Oh, online for sure. Because pop-up shops, that's only like, I try to do one every season or one every 6 months or one every.
So when was the last? You said the Atlanta one was.
Yeah.
And that was when?
July.
End
of July.
So then when would you do one for fall?
Whenever there's one available, really. You feel me? You just gotta keep an eye out for it. You feel me? They pop up at random times. You just gotta grab for it.
Okay, I see. So being an entrepreneur in Lansing, clearly that's like very impressive, because not saying that there's not a lot, but at your age there's not a lot of entrepreneurs. So have you seen other entrepreneurs at your age doing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, a whole lot, especially with clothes too. It's a couple other ones around. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so like being an entrepreneur, like how important is it to like, you know, network with other entrepreneurs, like, because they might not even be in your business, but like, you don't know, they might help you out.
Yeah, true. It's very important. You feel me? You gotta build relationships with everybody. You feel me? So I don't know. I just feel like it's good. Not even just from business, but it's like they might tell you something that you don't really know much about. It,
yeah, they might give you some sauce.
Yeah, just keep learning knowledge, man. You gotta keep learning this world.
Right. Would you eventually would like to own a shop in Lansing? Is that one of your goals or dreams?
Yeah, for sure.
Kutthroat store.
Yeah, I feel like that would be hard. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like in not even just Lansing, everywhere across the U.S.
Yeah. For sure, a couple different locations and everything. I probably want one in Lansing, get one in Detroit.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? And then just keep spreading out from after that.
Yeah, I can definitely see it going there in the next, before even the end of the decade, honestly, with this momentum you have. And one of the reasons why, like, you know, the momentum's so heavy is because you kind of mentioned it earlier. You have like a lot of rappers that wear your merch, and talk about that process. How do you get, like, you know, music artists to promote your label and your merch?
Some of the times they reach out to me, and then most of the times it's like a lot of rappers I'm fans of. So it's like I'll either text them like, yo, or text the management team like, I'm trying to get so and so in my clothes. I'm a fan.
Right.
Or, you feel me? Or it'll be times that it'll be a concert, and I'll take some with me, like, you feel me? Then find my way through and be like, here, throw it to them. Yeah, so that's,
you got a story like that where you snuck in or some shit, like through a concert, right?
Yeah, a couple. I ain't gonna lie, like,
give us one.
Shit, Peasy, when he came here to Lansing and stuff, I was like, man, I'm gonna go meet him. Security wasn't letting us through shit, but you feel me? So we found our way through it to him. You feel me? Another one is Y&J. He had his album release party in Detroit. Feel me? Pulled up all the way out there, threw him the clothes, threw Louis Ray some clothes.
You threw him?
No. No, we called him at the right time and stuff when he was kind of in traffic, and stopped him. You feel me? And I thought he was just gonna take it and just keep walking. They stopped and talked to us for a while and everything, so it was cool.
Shout out to him, man. That's awesome. So like, you DM people, you reach out in person, all these things. So you're really active, like promoting your shit. And once one rapper wears it, another sees it, and they're like, oh, what the fuck is that? Let me, you know?
Kind of like we met RMC Mike.
Yeah. Oh, shit, you met him?
Yeah. When I gave him the clothes and stuff, he's like, I done seen this before. My people be wearing this. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Hell
cool.
yeah.
So he knows what's going on.
That's fucking awesome, dude. And he's from Flint, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool to see another city like repping our shit, you know. They'd be like, oh damn, I know where that's from, I want that. Yeah. And soon as shit, next thing you know, you're gonna get fucking Eminem wearing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Would you say that the public education system helped you to become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, for sure. Crazy thing is, the biggest thing was like, because I learned all these graphic designs and all that. I do that on my own. I learned how to do that on Photoshop and stuff. And then I learned how to do that from photography class in high school.
Really?
Yeah, so they introduced me to Photoshop. But once I started like seeing it around and stuff, I didn't even know I was going to do a clothing brand or anything. But while they were editing pictures and stuff, every single day, I'd just be playing around and, you know, figuring out how to make logos and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like without that, if I didn't learn that, it probably wouldn't be no clothing brand.
That's such an interesting answer, because I feel like most people would say no. You know, they'd be like, school doesn't really promote creativity and like being an entrepreneur. They promote being a worker. But it's good that you saw the good side of it, though. You know, so without Photoshop, you know, you wouldn't be where you are right now. Yeah. So do you edit photos or no? Not really.
Yeah, my own photos. Like if I do photo shoots for, you feel me, and I'll use my brothers as the models and everything like that. You feel me? So I edit the photos and everything like that. So
hell yeah, that's fucking lit. Let's talk about your family though, real quick, because like your whole family is like, they're all doing shit. They're all entertainers, or so your other brother, he does music videos, and you got another brother that makes music. So yeah, explain that.
Yeah, so my younger brother, Downsy Bands, you feel me, is an artist. You feel me, he does music.
Lansing,
and then my older brother, that's ASAP Bone. You feel me, he shoots the music videos and everything. Then I have a youngest brother. he not really doing nothing right now. He just went off to college, but everybody says he probably gonna be the special one. He gonna be like the Jack,
right?
Like
that's usually the
Incredibles and stuff. So it's like his power's gonna come in probably later on, but he gonna be the one probably.
Hell yeah! So it's like, man. So who started what first? Was he making music videos first? Was Dom's making music first? Like, who started first?
I feel like from our parents, we always loved music, so the music was always there. So Domsy, he started first.
Okay.
Feel me? Crazy thing is, Domsy, he used to play the drums. Boney did too. Feel me? I picked up a guitar because I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna be left out.
Right.
Learn how to play the guitar and stuff. You feel me? So we had our own little fake band. And stuff like that. But then after that, it's like I let the guitar go. Boney stopped drumming, but then he just started going. He just kept rapping and you feel me? He kept going and going.
Hell yeah! I mean, y'all could have had your little mini rock band right there. But no. So how does that like? So with Domsy doing music, so that must be fucking awesome. Like, you'll give him the merch. His brother can shoot him a music video. It's like a family run business. Yeah. Is that how y'all like trying to like move in the future? Like family?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's crazy. It just happened organically. Like it wasn't really planned because he was doing he been doing the music, but he just been on and off with it. I don't think he really started recording until like maybe a year before I started to close and stuff. But he always just been writing his own raps and just freestyling.
Right. Yeah,
being on the walls and drumming and you feel me? He just loved music. Then I started doing the clothes out the blue. And as soon as I started doing the clothes, we were doing little pictures on the phone and stuff. And then Bone was like, man, I'm about to get a camera. You feel me? Like, you need a cameraman. And he started doing my pictures, became my photographer, started getting paid for his own little shoots, then started doing music videos. So,
yeah. So how long he been doing music videos?
Dang, I feel like probably 2020. I'm pretty sure the pandemic, that's when he started doing videos.
So y'all really all literally almost started around the same time. That's fucking trippy. Holy shit.
It's wild.
Yeah. So when back to the Kutthroat though, so where do you see this brand going in the next 5 years, and do you see yourself potentially having another brand?
Yeah, for sure. In the next 5 years, I see the brand probably like, being successful, a couple of storefronts in different locations, and because I'm already 5 years in. You feel me? Started 2018, we're in 2023, and then most millionaire stories and stuff you hear, it takes about 10 years for, you feel me? So it's like, I ain't too far from 10 years. I'm gonna get somewhere. If it ain't $1 million, it's gonna be at least half of that or a quarter of that. Yeah. So it's like,
because life's a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly. Like social media wants to make it seem like everybody can be a millionaire at 20, 21, 22. It's like, dude, most people are fucking poor at that age, and it takes you really about till your 30s, maybe your fucking 40s to get to that level. So yeah, as long as you stay consistent though, it's definitely not too hard of a goal to reach.
Yeah, that's why I'm grateful I started kind of early at like 17, 18. Right. So now my 10 years going to be quick. My 10 years to get rich, like, I'm going to get there quick. I don't got to wait till 40 to get rich.
No, legit, you're going to be like, shit, man, that was too fast. Like,
I'm already halfway there. I'm 5 years in with the brand. Meetu's been doing music like since forever. Like we probably got old videos of him rapping and dancing and singing at like 4 or 5.
Shit, old ass fucking videos.
Yeah, so whichever one, if I pop off with the clothes, he does with the music, or Bone take off with videos, it's like one of us, something's gonna happen,
right? Or shit, all of y'all at the same time, I mean, like that'd be literally like the fucking best family story. Like, like out of nowhere, this family is just taking over the fucking music game, design game, like all that shit, video game. All that shit. So with another logo though, how would that work in your eyes? Like, so obviously you would still want Kutthroat to be the main brand, but how would that work with like starting another side business,
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know the answer for that till it comes, but it's like I always try new things and stuff like that. Like first logo is just like one of those big masks on the shirt.
Right.
Then after that I was like, man, I want to move away from that. I want to get like more writing and stuff. So it's like then I went to that for a little bit. You feel me? With this print on some stuff. Then some shirts just say Kutthroat across, and then this one is just all over the place. So I don't know. Probably just keep trying new things, and gotta keep being innovative and keep finding a way.
I feel that. I gotta ask this question. Like, are you African?
Oh yeah, for sure. South Sudanese.
Okay. And you were born there, or you?
No, I was born here. My family came to the U.S. in the year 2000 in like April, and I was born in like July.
Hell yeah! So you were like close though. You were close to being there. Yeah. So your older brother's from there though.
Yeah. But he was born in Lebanon though.
Oh, okay. So, dude, that's like, how does that feel to be a first generation living in America?
I don't know. It's like It's pretty cool, but it's like we gotta make something happen. Like our parents ain't do all this for nothing. Like,
exactly.
We gotta make something happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're using that as motivation, as like, you know,
sure.
you don't want to be a bum. You want to make your family and legacy proud of you and shit. I definitely can I respect that and understand. Okay, let's switch it up a little bit. Do you have any interest in doing high end fashion?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the fucking, like, you know, Paris, whatever, those things. Is that something you would like to? Do you see yourself doing? Like go to Paris and Italy, do clothes?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get on the runways my damn self. Like, I want to do that for sure. That's like a little bit more down the line and stuff. Like one of the main people I look up to is like Virgil. He was able to mix like the streetwear with like the high fashion. You feel me? Do collabs with like Louis Vuitton and everything like that. That's what I want to do eventually.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. He was a very big influence in the fashion game. So how do you see yourself getting to that level though? So like you know, is it like, you know, you grow Kutthroat so big that they're reaching out to you, or like, you know, maybe you'll send them some clothes and they're like, oh shit, you know, come out here.
I don't know. It might be half and half. I might have to reach out to them. You feel me? And then I hope that I have a large enough movement to the point where they're like, all right, yeah, we need him on this runway.
Right.
So it's like, So yeah, a little bit of both. Okay.
So obviously what you do is very different though from like fashion, like high end fashion. I said like luxury brands, I should say, right? So would you make Kutthroat luxury brand in the future, or would you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like right now I'm trying to transition from just streetwear to like luxury streetwear.
Okay.
You feel me? Then after that, move up to like, you feel me, just luxury.
So just keep on moving up, you know? Okay, so you would say this is like the lowest level, right, of clothes you're making. Okay. So when you are making like high-end fashion, it's like, you know, how do you still make it affordable for like, you know, people that can't afford it?
I'll probably still do like half and half, really. Like a lot of things I drop, I don't know, if you go through the website, it's gonna be a bunch of different price ranges. You might find a shirt for like $20. Then you keep looking. Then you look through the site, you're gonna find something for like 120 plus. So it's like I try to make sure everybody has a little something. I don't want to just be one sided, really.
Right. Okay. And that's cool though that you're striving for the high end stuff, because it's like that's a very competitive niche market too, and like they only accept the best of the best, you know. It's like you gotta really you gotta fight for that, you know. You can't be no casual and be like, oh, I think I'm gonna do that, like, you know. Like, you actually you gotta put the work in, and you definitely do and will put the work in. So that's awesome to hear. Could you see yourself, after Kutthroat becomes a successful business, could you see yourself like living overseas and moving out of the United States?
Yeah, for sure. My end goal really is move back home to South Sudan. Feel me? Move back there. Like, say if the brand just took completely off and stuff, like multi-million, $billion. Like, I want to go back to Africa. You feel me? South Sudan. Start from there and just keep expanding. Make schools, little hospitals, little like community centers, Kutthroat Community Center. If you need anything, school supplies, you feel me? You want to play a sport, you gotta go pick this up from over here, and you feel me?
Hell yeah.
Things like that.
That's a awesome goal. What have you always been like thinking about that, going back and helping out South Sudan?
For sure. Like since a kid, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I'm gonna be something when I grow older. You feel me? And the end goal, I gotta go back home, do something, because I still haven't been there to this day. You
haven't been there?
Nah. You feel me? Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, well, what's holding you back?
Nothing really. You feel me? We'll go, like, any person from the family could take off, but it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go back empty-handed.
No, I know what you mean. You want to go at the right time when it feels right, and you are right. Hell yeah. But that's definitely one of your goals, though, is to live there permanently, huh? Hell yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. Fucking, and then maybe you can have Domsy Bands do a performance there, free concerts.
For sure. Rolling Loud Sudan.
Yeah, Rolling Loud Sudan. Turn that bitch up. Yeah, make hella niggas from America pull up to South Sudan.
We're trying to turn it up for real.
Shit, yeah. Legit. Like, because you see Akon, he's trying to help out Africa, and it's just like, you know, we need more of that. We need more like black public figures helping out Africa and trying to make Africa the spot.
Yeah,
because I feel like that's a trend now, where like a lot of black people they try shit on Africa, but it's like, you know, it's really a good place and it's cool. It's an awesome place to live there. So how does it feel though to be like, you know, a black owned entrepreneur and own your own business? Because that's rare, and like it's successful too, which is also another form of rarity. So it's like you're in like a box of like almost like of like 1 out of a million, you know?
Yeah. It feel good though. It feel good because it's like whatever's going on right now in society. It's like the black culture is like a big influence on a lot of things. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Whatever you do, it's gonna get somewhere. You feel me? People gonna catch on eventually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you feel with the Kutthroat. Yeah.
You feel me? If it's like it's growing right now, but once it does catch fire, though, it's gonna take off.
I feel that. Yeah. And you're marketing this for the black community.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who do you think? Who are 3 black celebrities or public images? Right. They can be anybody. Who, if they put this brand on, the black community would fucking go crazy. You know, like they would instantly support.
Y'all love Drake. If Drake put this shit on, Drake, over with.
Yeah, Drake, one of them for sure. I can see that.
Then I gotta reach into the athletes world. LeBron. I mean,
that's a good answer. Yeah, athletes for sure.
Then the third one, I don't know. Kanye.
Yeah. Kanye, because he's the most controversial out of all of them. You know, he's definitely like gonna bring the most attention. I'd say Drake would do a good amount of attention through like social media, but like Kanye is gonna like, he gonna get really old people. Exactly, he's gonna get old people, young people to be talking about that, and then they'll be like, "What the fuck is Kanye wearing?" Like, you know, that's what they're gonna be saying because like, that nigga crazy.
He gonna put holes in his damn self. Go ahead, do what you want.
Yo, Kanye, shout out Kanye. If you ever want to come on to Loser Island.
Please step foot in the city. Something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was talking to my friend about this. It's like, how would you know Kanye is Kanye? Like, you know, like, I don't know if you're into conspiracies, but like, I feel like low key he could be a clone.
Oh, you be believing in the clone shit?
He could. I'm not saying I believe, but like when you're that big of an image, I think like they're definitely controlling you. And I don't know if he's a clone, but like sometimes it's like, how do you know that's Kanye? How do you know it's not a body double? You know?
Yeah, ain't no telling. Exactly, especially on his level too.
Exactly,
they could go get procedures done.
Exactly,
I hear you.
Exactly. They could have had a fucking like someone that looks like him be like, "Yo, just get," because you know he has a shaved head. He doesn't have any tattoos, so there's nothing that's like really.
You could have a twin brother that they put on the touch.
Legit, like you know, like no telling. After that fucking last stunt he pulled is like, you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make sure he don't say anything crazy. Yeah, so it's like, no, I like the Kanye answer though too, because it's like he's also such a fashion. He's very big in the fashion game. So like he gets music and fashion, and you know if he would put that on, that means he truly respects it too. Yeah. So that'd be like, you know, like
because he be putting some bullshit on, but he ain't gonna put no bullshit on. If that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like he won't put on bullshit. He'll say some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He'll put on an act, but he won't actually do it type shit. So, yeah, I can definitely see Kanye wearing the Kutthroat. Shit, cut his throat. No. No, okay. Who was, like, one of, like, the biggest surprises that you didn't even know they were wearing clothes, and then you just saw it? Like, no one, like, you just saw it, you're like, oh, shit, he got my shit.
Damn. I had a thing. I don't know. I feel like if they wear the clothes, it's like some type of back and forth because they get reach of it, and then they'll probably DM and be like, "Yo, this hard" or whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like one of the surprise, like, oh, he really wore this was YSL B Slime. That's Young Thug's nephew and stuff.
Yeah,
he's an artist and stuff. Yeah, I reached out to his team, and I just let the clothes go. I'm like, here, he probably won't even see this, but he posted a whole bunch of videos and went live, wearing merch and everything like that. So I was like, oh, it's turn.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, if I could get to him. Right, it's easy. It's not easy, but eventually that means I can get to Thug or something. Right. This one Thug was out around Thug. Not no more, but
right. Hopefully you can get out of that situation.
So I'm like, oh yeah, anything possible. Right. Yeah.
No, yeah, because that's huge. Like you know, it starts with the Young Thug. Well, it starts out with his cousin, then he goes to Young Thug, then he goes to Kodak, then he goes to fucking Future. Like, you know, it's such a fucking.
Once you know you like could get your foot in the door, once you're in a little loop or a little circle, it's like, oh, that means I could get to anybody around there for sure.
No, exactly. It's the loop, 100%. Okay, so let's give some advice out to some entrepreneurs. So when you were starting out, what's something that you wish you knew?
If you got the money, like the capital and stuff, man, use it wisely. Like, don't just blow it. Like when I first started, because I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I was hustling, so I had the money to spend, but I was spending it way too quick. If I would have just slowed down, went to a drawing board for a little bit,
right?
You know, and kind of like, you know, made a list of what I wanted to do. You feel me? Goals and stuff. I was just letting the money fly. Like, all right, let me grab
you're like, fuck it, buy that.
I ain't even know what I was doing with the clothes. I'm grabbing. Let me get 100 black T-shirts. I need 50 white ones. I need, like, you feel me? Just dumbass shit.
Right.
Yeah, slow. I would just slow down. Take your time. Don't take too much of your time, but take a little bit of your time to think. You feel me? Know where you're going. You gotta know your direction.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also, like, if I were to start my own clothing business, like, what would you say are the most important things I should look out for?
Look out for awareness. Like, oh yeah, you also got to interact. Know what the people want. You feel me? You got to interact with them. You feel me? Put up Instagram posts like, y'all want this color, y'all want this. You feel me?
Right.
Know what's hot, what's going on around, like what the rappers wearing, what's going on. You feel me? Because it's like you could drop what you like, but also you got to drop what the people's like. So
100%.
What's going on? So it's kind of like half and half. You got to do a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. And a final question. So for all the entrepreneurs out here that's watching, what is like the best way to get the name out there? Because obviously you said you started off with word of mouth. So how would I get word of mouth to get out there? You know,
yo, peoples. Like, say if you start a brand, either you do a brand, music, whatever. Have the people around you. If you do clothes, give them just free clothes. Like, here, put this on. Eventually, the rest of people gonna see a lot of people. That's how you're gonna spread a little quicker. You do music, send it to everybody. Have everybody else repost it, and you feel me. You just gotta keep spreading it. You feel me? Keep spreading as much as possible.
Well, dude, those are great answers. Shout out to you for coming on the show. Thank you again for coming on.
Anytime.
Make sure to buy his clothes. Link will be in the description. Is there a new drop coming out? You know, tell the people.
It's gonna come anytime. Right. Fall collection.
The fall collection. Yep. So make sure you guys see it. Make sure to buy the merch in the description. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming on. Do you want to say anything before we go?
And shout out Loser Island for having me on the show.
Yeah.
And shout out Kutthroat.
Hey, shout out Kutthroat. Hopefully we could hope to get you back on. Maybe, you know, your brothers come on with you next time. Hell yeah. If you guys haven't, make sure to like the video, comment something, comment what you want to be on here. I don't care. If no one comments, I'm just going to put a cross on there because no one said anything. But yeah, make sure to have a good day. I love you. Jesus Christ loves you. And peace.